So I walked into a tattoo shop in Virginia, and then the guy's like, what do you need? I'm like, I'm just looking around. Well, there's no need to look around. You tell me what you want, and I'll do it. Meanwhile, he's behind the desk, smoking a pipe, and the guy that's sitting next to him smoking a cigarette, and the place is filthy, disgustingly filthy. And he's like, yeah, he goes, I've been tattooing for 30 years, kid. There's nobody around here better than me. And he got a little mad because when he said that to me, I said, just because you've been tattooing for 30 years doesn't mean you've been doing it right for 30 years. We need to get in the United States and change the way people look at tattoo shops and clean up the ones that aren't the way they should be. Probably the worst shop I ever made over. When I bought the shop, the walls were dark purple. There was carpet in all the rooms. I don't like anything dirty. I like everything neat and the way it should be. Half of the ceiling was falling down. There were holes in walls. The floor had 17 layers, and I'm not exaggerating, 17 layers of tiles so that they were all buckling. There was no sinks in any rooms. It was just a mess. It was a total mess. What the fuck are you doing? That's what I do. It took me 13 years to get a really good crew. We probably don't have a normal person.
Hey, what's up, lady?
Hola, mi amor.
I got a panther there.
Check it out. Rakata.
Yeah, I'll do anything for money, really. Fat chicks. They treat me good.
A tattoo whore.
I had a lucrative career as a amateur gigolo.
Check out this guy.
So I would offer them my services, aka my dick.
What would you do for a Furby?
I'm a he bitch.
We went live on the radio, and he tattooed Scott on one cheek and Todd on the other, and I still have it.
Yeah, everybody's just a bunch of clowns.
We love everybody. My husband takes in all the stray cats off the street, and...
They call me daddy. Fucking bitch. No.
I'm the wife. I actually like a little more organization than Joe does, but because I don't have my hands in it all the time, it has to be done his way, so that's kind of like a peeve. Most of them aren't this clean. I'm glad a lot of them aren't like that. You know, it makes us unique.
Sammy's actually my second cousin. We grew up together in the same town. He's the one who does all construction with me and for me.
We end up walking into situations where it's either a storefront or maybe a tattoo shop prior to that, and we just go to town. Joey's the designer.
I'm like a half a broad when it comes to that shit.
He don't like to get his hands dirty. He's the type of guy that gets manicures and pedicures.
Me and Chi-Chi have been tattooing together for 20 years.
I'm Chichi Guns. How you doing? My title is the craziest Puerto Rican in the shop.
He's a maniac.
What kind of clients piss me off? How much is it? And I tell them, it's going to cost you like $500. Ah, well, I got two. Those fuckers.
Eric Blood. He's the weird one of the crew.
Would I say that I'm quirky?
Mm-hmm. Eric is beyond artsy.
I'm a very big nitpicker.
You gotta know Eric to love Eric.
I was 14 when I started scratching on people.
That's not good.
First thing that you want to feel when you walk into a tattoo parlor is comfortable.
Jay is the fat funny guy.
Fuck the world, baby! Free the whales, for the win, flat top weirdo. It's anything you really wanted to be. When I was an apprentice, they made me tattoo a scrotum, tattoo FTW on a drunk Marine's balls.
Jay's the guy who will sleep with anybody, and does.
I like boobs.
Baby Joe. Where's Baby Joe?
Baby Joe!
If you would like to meet a lot of different girls that might want to take you home, this is a profession for you. I end up tattooing a lot of hot chicks and a lot of gay guys.
He would be the kid that I would hook up with my daughter.
One woman in particular came in fresh from work at a fast food chain and requested that I change her clit ring. I assumed that the color of her underwear was supposed to be white, and I had to hold my breath while I was changing the ring, and it was gross. It was just disgusting. And as the last time, I do that for free.
Little Danny looks like the weirdest kid in the group. He's the most tattooed person here. He's tattooed from his face to his palms.
My parents actually took me when I was 16, the biggest mistake they ever made.
He definitely is different than anybody I've ever met.
Like if somebody tries to get their hands tattooed or their neck or face, and they don't have sleeves or a bunch of tattoos, it really makes me mad. If you're not in a job where you're in the position where you can have it, it's bad.
Big Mike has been with me for a very long time. He's 100% Irish. Mike is actually a great all-around tattooer.
I usually get most of the things that guys don't want to do.
I tattooed a Sacred Heart with the word saved on a vagina. The girl was apparently dating a guy that was a born-again Christian. She was not so born again. It was like a found Jesus party in her pants. She didn't find Jesus. She found me in her pants, though.
To teach them what they should be saying and doing, you're going to have a customer come in and deal with that. If I see them speaking to somebody the wrong way, that's when we jump on them. Our job is to rid the tattoo nation of jerk-offs. There should be no jerk-offs in this industry.
I could show anybody somebody else that does work twice as good as they do. There's a lot of little tricks that you can show people. Learning how to put color in the correct way, how to blend colors together so that you can't see where they're blended. We are fucking rebels, but we don't need to be assholes.